Hello everybody. In this video I'm going to be teaching you how to create an effective and organized list for college using Excel. So here we go. First, you're going to want to create the top border. So you're going to want to click on A1 and drag all the way to Y1 to highlight the cells. You could make it longer or shorter depending on how many categories you have. For mine, I have 8 categories. Now right-click on the cells you highlighted and choose whatever fill color you want. I chose a light pink for mine. Now we're going to create the inner borders. To do this, you're going to start on column A, hold Control, and select every third column. Now you can click on any one of the columns you selected and drag it to make them all smaller. There's no specific width. Then right-click on one of them and choose the same fill color that you chose for the top border. Now we're going to adjust the width of a few columns and the top row just so it looks nicer. Starting at B, you're going to hold Control and select every third column again. We're going to make these a little wider just so we can fit the items in our list easier. We're going to do the same thing with the top row, just click and drag to make it a little bit wider. Again, there's no specific width. Next, we're going to format the headers so they're nice and centered. So click on cell B1 and center it vertically and horizontally. Double-click on the paintbrush icon and select the top box of all your wider columns. Now we're going to fill in the categories and format them however you want. Again, you can use the little paintbrush to copy the formatting to all the other categories. Next, we're going to create the drop-down. Select cell C2, then go to the Data tab. Now choose Data Validation. Change the drop-down that says Any Value to List. Then in the source box type Owned, Want, Need, and Maybe. I added the Maybe option because I tend to overpack. Now there should be an arrow next to that cell. We're going to go back to the Home tab and click Conditional Formatting. Choose New Rule. Change the rule type to Format Only Cells That Contain. Change cell value to specific text. Enter one of the words you put in the drop-down into the box on the right. Now click Format. You can format it however you want. I just chose a fill color for mine. Now do the same thing for each word in the drop-down. I just chose basic fill colors, but you can make it fancier if you want. Now let's copy the drop-down you made to all the cells that need it. Select your cell and then the copy button. Starting at C, click and drag down however far you want on every third column, skipping the first box. Hold Control to highlight everything at once. Then click Control V to paste. Test your drop-down to make sure everything looks and works correctly. Each word should have a different design to make it easier to tell what you still need to buy. Finally, you can fill in your list. Now you have a very organized and efficient way to keep track of things in this next step in life as you prepare for college. Thank you for watching.